guys, it's Shyla, and today I'm joined by the founder of Bonuz, that's Mateus Mendes. So, welcome to Uplift, Mateus. Thank you for joining us today. So, really appreciate your time. I'm hoping that we can not only just find out about the project today, but a bit more about yourself. So, let's start by you telling us a bit about your crypto journey and also how you came across Bonuz. Like, where did the idea come from?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's a big honor. And yeah, how do I came across Bonuz? Well, I've been thinking a lot in 2020 about making my own project because I've been chief strategic officer in another company where I had a lot of ideas, but not every idea could be implemented, and we were dealing with huge enterprise companies which have like boards of directors and where you have like to educate everyone and 10 times discuss and do workshops, and it was a headache. And then I thought in 2020, why not make my own project? Because there were so many ideas. Actually, there were too many ideas for too many projects. But since I come from the social media field a little bit, from digital marketing business, I saw that there was a lot of opportunity in that space. And I saw that a lot of things not working properly. And also with the fan economy and celebrities, also they not always get paid the right money, because I've met many people here in Dubai because of all those events and my previous clients. So I had a chance to find out sometimes how much money they earn, how much royalties they make. And yeah, and then I thought we need something like Bonuz. And then actually in 2021, I start building it. And yeah, it took me some time to find a good CTO. I mean, to start, we need a CTO, and this was the first person to find. And then after many, many months, I actually found a guy, and he was ready to leave his job, come to Dubai and be on my side.
That's a big commitment, isn't it? Leave his current job to start and relocate as well. So that says a lot. You must have a lot of belief in the project. So thank you for telling us about that. Could you tell us a bit about Bonuz itself? What problems it's trying to solve? And just give us a short elevator pitch. So you talked about how your previous experience told you like the shortcomings of the fan economy. So yeah, maybe we could talk a bit about what is Bonuz and what problems it's trying to solve.
Sure. Well, Bonuz is I would say Bonuz is not just innovative, but revolutionary, first of its kind Web3 social engagement platform, an ecosystem for creators to engage with their fans in ways we never seen before. And there are some special characteristics. I will try to break it down. So Bonuz is like a turnkey blockchain solution for those brands and for those celebrities and for those creators where access, content and engagement are tokenized. So for this, Bonuz didn't really reinvent the technology, but partners with many top tech companies to provide a unique user experience based on modern technology. So basically, we don't really reinvent the wheel. We just put a lot of things together in some different ways, and through the Web3, like not standard, but through the Web3, which people, it's very trendy now. Actually, we give the creators the power that also the users belong to them, and that the communities get stronger together. So Bonuz is creator oriented and community focused. It provides a platform for an exclusive community where creators engage with their followers in a unique and innovative way through their private channels and reward them with exciting incentives based on their private channels. And by rewarding them, both sides, they basically win. So for example, for a music celebrity or a singer, they can have their fans, their community engaging with their content, helping to spread them, and with like modern like social media analytic tools and users kind of verifying their social media handles, Bonuz can track how many actions somebody did. And then the celebrity can also track it. And then the reward can be a personalized thank you message from the creator or the celebrity, because the creator and celebrity will see a rank list of the most engaging people, because we believe a value against value, and a fan loves his celebrity, and they just support each other, and that we just trying to make the community 3.0 and implement the engage to earn model in a way that it's like revolutionary.
So thank you for that. So understand that it creates a completely different way of engaging with your fans, and you're able to track engagement, and you can reward your fans for engaging in a personalized way in a form of an NFT and like messages and things like that. So that's really unique and something that hasn't been done before, you're saying. So it sounds really cool. I want to know, like, why do you think we need this? Like, what problems do we have at the moment in the fan economy that you're trying to fix? Why do we need Bonuz?
Well, why we need Bonuz? Because the celebrities or the brands, if they are on Instagram and on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and those platforms shut down, they basically lose all their followers. Mm-hmm. But in Bonuz, all those stuff, it's like connected with their wallets, with the Web3, so they don't really use their followers and users, and they can interact with them. They even can access, if the users allow the user data, and get in touch with them. They can do proper questionnaires with them. They can do a lot of stuff like which was not possible, also analytic wise, data wise. Also, it goes as far that it's like a kind of social rating platform, because every user has its own Web3 wallet, so they are not like bot users. Because, you know, Elon Musk, he just complained about all those bot users, and he blames those type of things that he doesn't do this Twitter deal. Mm-hmm. And there are in fact too many bots. So information and data should be real and should be genuine and true authenticated.
Thank you for that. So it sounds really good, and it sounds like something that we need. To take away the power from these middlemen and these big sort of social media corporations, like you said, like Instagram and the Facebook. The same thing really matter. So can you tell me a bit more about Bonuz and the interest that it's had so far? Have you been able to sign up any celebrities that you can tell us about?
Sure. Well, Bonuz, it's basically in two parts. One, obviously, okay, well, how do I start? Okay, so we have the Bonuz token, and we have the brand and creator and celebrity tokens. So there are two different tokens. This is very important. So our target is to launch hundreds of those brand, creator, celebrity tokens. Okay, so Bonuz is like BNB and Binance. Okay, and what sets us apart? I think the utilities, for sure. I mean, the creator tokens, since we are a turnkey solution, we built the token for this brand and celebrity. So we make it easy for them, and they don't need to find the development firm, this and that. And those tokens also, they run on our platform, so they don't have all those risks, since we also will do the audits with a third-party provider and everything. And the smart contracts, they will be always very similar. So for every new celebrity, we kind of can clone it and just adjust the utilities a little bit. So what are the utilities? I think that's one of the most important things. And so basically, people, the fans, if they buy one token, they can kind of receive content as NFTs. So like the creator, he doesn't just put a picture, no, every token holder will receive a free NFT. And then there's a ranking list who owns the most of those NFTs. Then there's a way on the secondary market where the token holders can actually start collecting more of those NFTs from the community by either buying them from the other participants or by doing some engaging actions on behalf of the celebrity or creator or brand to enhance his presence. And then other fans, they donate the NFTs. So as community, they work together, because also there are special rewards if somebody manages to collect like 70 or 80% of one NFT, of one picture. And if the celebrity allows, he will get like a meet and greet either in person or at a Zoom call. But this really depends on the celebrity, what they allow, because there's a lot of options what utilities celebrities can provide for their fans, because it's their fans and they need to also do what they say. They need to deliver. Otherwise, they are the bad guys. We just provide the platform and we help. So there's more functions. There's a chat communication channel in our Telegram bot where the communities actually can talk without spam, because it's the true users talking. There's governance function where the users can do some votings for the celebrity where they have questions, or even we have a print on demand store for merchandise where community generated designs for the celebrity come out like in Fortnite, and then the other token holders, they can vote if this is a great product or not so great product. So there will be always the good products on top, and then there's an affiliate system where other users can repost this cool merchandise, and if it gets sold because they repost it on somebody's fan page, then they get a reward, like few percentages, and whoever designed the thing, the t-shirt, the design also gets a affiliate percentage, royalty, whatever. So the whole community kind of becomes like an ecosystem, which is like empowering the brand or the celebrity. In terms of brands, you need to see it more like loyalty points system, like we have, like I would say like a proof of attendance. When we go to, like, I don't know if Starbucks offers it, but some coffee shops, you buy like 8 coffees, you get 1 for free. But we do this in a way that we have also NFT points, like rewards for this. So people collect them and then later exchange them for something which is for free, or they get some other experience. Yeah, also like celebrity token holders, they get earlier access to live events. So if the public sale, it happens on Monday at 8 p.m., then maybe at 2 p.m. already the private sale of these tickets will be possible to the token holders, because they are the bigger fans. And the celebrity token holders also, there's always a limit based on the fame of the celebrity. That is so much more, and I can go deeper and deeper, but I believe that you asked me also a question about some of the celebrities which we have on board, and I would tell you also some of those names. So we have like some German celebrities like Lukas Riga, he's a singer. Then we have a guy who's called Khatar. He actually owns a record label. It's the biggest European indie label. And we will obviously try to get as many of those young singers as possible to get the token. Then we have also one guy, his name is Julius Dean. And he has like combined 60 million followers. He's a British magician. So this is also very interesting for him to share content like behind the scenes or how some magic tricks work. And those who own the token, they could basically access it and the community would be more private. Well, we have a lot of lighting celebrities and brands. It's not really the problem. I feel the main achievement which we need to do is to finish building the platform and making some success stories for those celebrities which we signed. And then I believe many will come, because we're planning to, once we are live and things are running smooth and we figure everything out in the first year, that in the second year we will probably launch hopefully 100 plus or maybe 200 of them. Mm-hmm. Because the team has to scale, it has to be also done in a sustainable, wise way. So we are moving slowly and we're testing the waters to make sure that we don't make any mistakes. And besides that, I forgot one very, very important utility. So everybody who has the celebrities token also will have access to their metaverse experience. Meaning we don't really build our own metaverse like Decentraland or Sandbox. No, we will not build a world. We build experiences which can connect to those metaverses, mm-hmm. where people can basically go from there to the experience, and then they are in like a room in a house of the celebrity. The token holders can only access, and there will be sometimes events happening where the celebrity comes, talks, this, that. There will be a gallery maybe of some special pictures of the celebrity, like a private gallery, like in some tunnel. There's a lot of options. We've been already building and experimenting. And one of the most important features of those tokens is that the celebrity tokens, for those who don't have them, and because they are sold out, they can rent them from the people who actually have them. So if somebody buys this token for $20, and then he maybe managed to rent it out for one day for $5. Steppen also been trying to do this with the shoes, to rent them. I don't know if they already, with this function, it's already working, but something like this we will also provide with our tokens. So actually people might be actually able to earn money.
That sounds really good. And it looks like you've really thought about the utility. And like you said, one of the most important things about project is utility. But the other thing that goes hand in hand with utility is adoption. I feel like they're the two main things, the fundamentals to make a project successful, is the utility. Mm-hmm. and adoption. And you're saying that you've started with already recruiting like celebrities for the platform. What other things are you doing, considering the market right now? What are you and your team doing to sort of adapt to the current market? What are your plans to survive the market? Because I think that's going to be one of our biggest concerns of our community is when they're looking at projects, they're looking at the fact that we're in a bear market, and we have to distinguish between the ones that are not, the ones that are going to be successful and make it through the bear market, and the ones that aren't. So what are you guys doing to make sure that you make it through this bear market to the next cycle, to be a success in the next cycle?
Well, that's a very big point. And I believe that there were three waves of projects. The first wave was in 2016, 17, 18, those ICO wave, where it was just the white paper and the website. And they raised crazy. A lot of those projects didn't even make it, mm-hmm. because stuff was so unregulated that there was a huge mess. And then there was the second phase, which I say was the market, the bull market, which we had now, where actually a lot of DeFi applications and a lot of usable products came out and been actually working. Just often they had those problems with scalability and other things, like Ethereum scalability and high transaction cost. And then now we had like those super fast blockchains like Solana, Near Protocol, and so many others, Scala, Hadera, Hashgraph. There's so many things happen there. And I believe that the new wave of projects, it's connected to mainstream business, to those Web2 businesses, like Bonuz, for example. Because you see, Instagram won't stop, YouTube won't stop, TikTok won't stop, Bollywood, Hollywood won't stop. So for us, there will be always a market. So we will not be affected in the long term, because those brands and celebrities, they will always be active doing something, and they will always be fans. So a crypto bear market will not hurt us. But the market which we had now, that all those crashes happened with this Luna and Celsius and all those platforms, they hurt us. Why? Because a lot of people lost faith in crypto. But also, in another way, in the long term, it helps us, because a lot of people will now not believe in those financial DeFi engineered platforms, which claimed to be better than traditional banks and gave all those huge percentages and yields. They will probably believe in platforms who give real utilities and real value and partially play in the real world, because you need to imagine that now when we look, like I'm just here looking outside the window and I see a world, I see a hotel far distance from me. Imagine now, this is also what we do with augmented reality, that we will have those kind of entities, we hope to partner with them, and then people, they will simply, with the augmented reality layer, they will have functions which are invisible on top of this real world layer, where they can do certain actions, and then the engaged term kicks in, where a user can actually add value to a place or to a location where they can see that they get rewards because they are verified or something, and then they can work together. So in the long term, I don't see any huge risks. I see huge adoption. But in the short term, of course, this crashes has hurt us. And also, we've been not really raising aggressive money. We just did some small rounds and the public round. So some VC, which we've been talking to heavily, got bankrupt, for example. So there's a lot of time wasted, and I just hope that the people and humans, they have the chance to get even more education. And I believe people who lost money in this cycle, they will educate themselves more, because crypto will definitely not die. It will grow and enhance, and people just get wiser. And I just hope that we will be one of the big superstars of the next bull market or bull run. We still didn't release the token. We will eventually by the end of this year in a strategic time. But till then, we just build, and we want to make sure people see functions, some functionality, and they get big faith and belief into Bonuz.
Good. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, so could you tell us any exciting updates you've got coming up on your roadmap within the next few months?
Yeah, we're working on the product. This is the main thing. So the MVP is already built. We want to showcase the MVP also to the community and the people, of course. Just need to make some functions work better. Also, we're trying with some different blockchains for the ecosystem, because our main token is actually on BSC. But if you drop 300,000 NFTs in one shot, it will be a little bit high of transaction fees. So we're searching a solution around that. Also, there will be a Mandy token, which is my own token. But this token, it will not be for sale. Already it's promised that all the previous and first investors are getting it. So they will be the first ones to try our platform. And then what else? We're working very hard on a tier 1 exchange specifically. And there's really a lot of work needed. It's very demanding. And one of the missions is obviously to have the MVP, but also to grow the community. So we didn't started heavy marketing yet. Yeah, we did some small stuff and some activations, and like obviously I've been to many events, I spoke on many stages, met many people, and that's how they knew about the project. Also, we recently won 2 awards here in Dubai, which are very special. One is from Gulf News. It's like actually it's the biggest newspaper in the whole GCC. You can even read this newspaper in New York. And we just need to build the product. And I believe once the product is there, it will talk for itself.
Yeah, I agree.
I think more celebrities, obviously, and we also want to have some good VC on board. And also this did not really started to approach them in a very heavy way. We're also trying to go for some launch pads, but also here we need to make sure that things are right and that those people, they will not wait too long for a token after we went on the launch pad, because the interest is big. And I feel once the market recovers a little bit and some people, or let's say if crypto will go up for 2 weeks, then a lot of those influencers will probably say, oh, bull market restarted. Yeah. And then the market will be back on. I don't know. We will see how this goes.
Yeah, I think we've got to be patient right now with the market.
I surely don't want to launch it on a decentralized exchange. I want totally to launch it on a centralized exchange. We did all the KYC stuff. Every single person who invested is KYC. We follow all the guidelines. So I believe from the legal side, we are very good established. We have also proper legal opinion that we're not a security and a lot of things. We just want to have a long-term good project and not some quick moonshot which comes and disappears after 3 months. For me, this is very important. I put my whole life in this and I don't want, there's no way for me to fail. So we need to push hard and build hard.
Well, that's good to hear that you're going to continue persevering through this market, and I think the right attitude to have. What I wanted to ask is, so just going to ask a couple more questions now so we can wrap it up. It's not on one of our questions, but are you able to share any notable partnerships with us? Do you have any partnerships that you'd like to share?
Yeah, we have many, many partnerships. So we partnered, for example, with, I would say one of our best partners is Crypto Oasis, because they are like one of the largest ecosystems here in the UAE. Their target is to host 1,000 crypto companies by 2023. And they already have like half of it. And yeah, that's where the company registration is happening in the DMCC. So I think that's a strong partner. They also invested a little bit in us. Also, obviously, the Dubai Blockchain Center, which is a very, very strong entity here in the UAE, which is for the education of some government sectors responsible and also hosts educational events. And it just helps also to build the ecosystem here. We have a partnership with BlockPass. They do our KYC and all those things. It's a third-party provider. Then we partnered also with some big KOLs, of course. Many of them actually, all those top crypto influencers, they also actually came in as investors, so we can actually call them our partners. And I think we will start activating them like right after launch of the token. We have a good partnership with Meta Game Hub. They are like an aggregator for metaverse projects. Very, very great people, and they partnered with actually nearly everyone in the metaverse who's there. We have partnerships with Sugar Agency, which is an agency which have a lot of talents and celebrities and top brands. The founder, he's very close with like Kevin Hart and The Rock. So there is really a lot more partnerships. Electron Ventures, Cypher Capital also came in as the first VC actually into us. And yeah, some other good projects for technology, which I could mention is maybe Kirobo, Also, we were like Hacken for the audits, but also we will partner with Certic. There is so many partnerships to be done and more to do, and it just takes times to open this conversation and for us to discover each other. That's why I like crypto events where you often meet the founders and you meet and you discuss and people learn in a fast track way. We partnered with really a lot of entities and people and communities, and we're planning to partner with more, because at the end our mission is also to enhance them. And I believe a project like ours, which will be very loud once there's too much creators and celebrities, will definitely add value to many of them. Also some which help us with the technology side of it. I mean, we built a lot of stuff in-house, most of it, especially the crypto stuff. But for some things also we hope to use some nice open source code from some others which we can adjust.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for sharing those with us. My second to last question is, you've seen the cycles, 2016, 2017, talked about ICOs and things like that. What do you think is going to be next? Like, I feel like we had ICOs, then we had STOs, then we had IDOs. NFTs were a big deal. DeFi, like you said, died. But it is, I wouldn't say it's completely dead, but it's seen like a negative, it's got a bit of a negative reputation at the minute. What do you think is going to be the next big trend? So we've seen like play to earn, you know, make it big this cycle, and then, you know, it did that and then it did this with everything else. What do you think is going to be the next trend for the next cycle?
I think play to earn will still be a trend. Just I believe that the economics of those systems need to be better researched in the beginnings in order to not do an inflation, because the problem with a lot of projects is that they create money from thin air, like in DeFi. Let's say I take this little box here, I put like $10 inside, and after tomorrow I take $15 outside. It doesn't make sense. So if this is so a lot of those projects, they actually like work on hype. So anything hyped will always work, no matter which model it is. If the people put a hype on it and then tens and hundreds, thousands of investors come in, everything will fly. But I feel totally that I still believe that the GameFi models will totally work, and I totally believe that models like ours, where engagement will also work, because it's not just us throwing out tokens for the people who do stuff. It's people who actually need services to enhance their social media presence. They will actually give offers, and other people on our platform can engage and fulfill those kind of jobs. It's a little bit like Fiverr, but in a different way. So that is actually real money coming in and real money being forwarded to the people. So the inflation level won't really be so high, I believe. Like, it will not really be high. The risk of inflation, it's extremely lower, and it needs to be kind of regulated and scalably adjusted. And we're having a lot of Excel sheets with like some tables where we calculate economics. I speak to really a lot of token specialists who designed a lot of tokenomics about this problem. And this is some of the reasons why we actually take more time, in order to make those things right from the beginning and not change too much once the project is out. So all those earn models, I believe they will totally work. And I believe Web3 kind of projects which give true utilities, or which allow users to go to places where they can log in with their Web3 wallet, or they can verify that it's them and they get rewards, I believe they will also work big time. Because at the end, things need to connect with the real world, with the mainstream world which we have outside. And with those super blockchains which we have right now, the fast ones, I believe that's totally possible if transaction speed is almost immediately and the cost it's like almost nothing.
Yeah, I think that's important. Yeah, for adoption as well. And yeah, I agree with the whole the concepts there with play to earn, move to earn, all of that. But we need something tweaked with the tokenomics and the structure of that, so that it can be sustained in times like this as well. So it shouldn't be synced with the market dropping. I think it should be like sustained, and that can only happen if the tokenomics are revisited, and that the way they sort of distribute their tokens and things like that, and all the systems they've got going on need to be thought, so that we don't have like another Axie Infinity situation. Like that could be really good, could be sustained. Say with SEPN, like loses its appeal in this market when it shouldn't. The appeal to get up and walk should still be there, but it loses that interest because of the market. So you mentioned a lot. You mentioned
Axie Infinity, by the way, still has hundreds of thousands of users, even those incidents happen. So I believe that there are actually a lot of people enjoying to play this game, which is also a nice thing, just that their financial model, they're kind of revamping it. They're thinking about solutions, and I wonder what they will come up with.
Yeah, I think they need to. Yeah, that's really important, because I think when, like you said, when Axies went up, like the price of Axies was so high that it basically excludes people from taking part in something that's meant to be quite inclusive. So yeah, they really need to rethink things like that, and then maybe in the next cycle those sorts of things will be resolved. And it is a very early industry. We're in very early, so it is trial and error, and I think we'll get there in the end. So
crypto is very experimentary. People, they experiment, and then at the end, the smart people or the big industries, they learn from those mistakes and they just get the better product, and it just keeps evolving. So we are part of the evolution. I hope that Bonuz will not be the platform which actually makes these errors, but we are learning from all the errors also from the other platforms. I don't call my other platforms competitors, because we all learn, and the market is way too small because not enough people are in the crypto sphere. But there are some great projects which have like gone the same direction, but they also failed on the way because there were different problems. Sometimes they just had argument between the co-founders, or somebody of the team dropped heavy amount of tokens, and then the platform suddenly became unattractive, even if it's good. I don't want to call any names, but there is a lot of problems happening which can make even some good visioned projects bad. And as more I learn, as more paranoid I get to not to fail and do everything right. And it's challenging, but we'll get there.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. So when we look at your roadmap, and you said like at the moment we're building, we want to keep making these partnerships and things like that in the next few months. That sounds really good. And the other thing that you talked about was all of the potential use cases or in your platform and the token usage and everything else. What about where do you realistically, what do you think you will have implemented, deployed within, like in 5 years from now? Where do you visualize yourself? Where do you visualize Bonuz being?
5 years from now. Well, I can tell you that after 3 years or 4 years, 20% of our total supply will convert to a DAO. By this time, Bonuz should be totally built and every single aspect should be working. Obviously, we will have more technology coming in the future and more evolution. So we don't know what type of greater features we will have. But I believe then it's ready to have the DAO where the ownership goes to the whole community and the users. So 20% is allocated for this. We hope that we will be obviously one of the leading platforms in this whole creator, celebrity, entertainment space, and interconnect many of those communities, because we are like a bridge also. We are not just the platform which does everything. That's also, we are like supportive, so we are not really an enemy. So I believe that even other communities or similar projects can use some of our features, because we also believe in open source. We hope that we will have at least 500 active creators and brand partnerships, which are actually have a token or something, and where people can interact with. Maybe it will be even 2000, I don't know. Let's see how the scalability will work. The beauty is when we have a system based on blockchain, and once it works one time, it can be scaled more easy because there will be no human error. So that's the beauty, which also make me fall in love with blockchain from the beginning in 2016. So one of the big things is to also make the impact stuff. So there's too much bad stuff happening in this world, and for me, too much charities are fraud. They take too much management fees, and so much things are overpriced. So 11% of all the profits generated in Bonuz will go into the impact side, and we have bonus.live for that. Obviously, we will have to register this foundation, this charitable foundation. This will all come once this moment happens. But then also we like to involve creators to actually go on the ground and document these things, make sure that every single invoice which went to any donation, it's shown, that it's really transparent to actually make the world a better place and help certain communities. Because also you see in Bonuz with those engage to earn features, and by having also Android phones which are like can access Unity metaverses, we can actually educate people in certain parts and help them to actually participate in the world economy and to have some job online. It doesn't mean that somebody is in a poorer country, he's dumb or something. He just didn't have the chance to get the education and didn't have the internet functionality. But now with SmartLink, also those people have internet. And also in many countries, there's mobile payments. So people can actually pay with their prepaid credit in the supermarket and get food, so they can actually have a life. We're not really planning on those sides to make people rich. We just want them to have a life and to participate, because as I say, with SmartLink, there will be more and more coverage in the future. So internet will be there. And financial inclusion and universal basic income, this would be one of the targets where also my personal vision is to go. And Bonuz, I believe it can add a lot of value to it. It's a part of the way of the Jedis.
Well, I think it's a very, very noble thing for a project to do in crypto, to be giving, 11% of your profits or whatever it was, something charitable. I do think is a really good way to get your creators to document that. I think it'd be really, really a nice way to show your platform in a positive light, but also it's a way of like authenticating the work being done. So I think it's a really clever idea as well to incorporate those two. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your answers. They've been really good, really insightful, and I'm sure our community will love to have watch this, and they'll have some more questions for you, and maybe they'll be learning more about your project by going on your website and things like that. So that's really what we want to do, like raise the awareness of Bonuz, and let's do some let's get the word out that, you know, Bonus is like a really great project. So I think it's a great project. I think your attitude's really good about wanting to build in this time, and you seem really dedicated to the project, and you could see that. And so I'm really excited for you, and really good luck with your journey, and please keep us posted, and we hope we can have you on for an AMA again, with maybe some updates. So thank you for your time today, and we'll see you soon.
Sheila, thank you so much for having me again. Thank you for having us on Uplift. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for liking our project and the vision, and that you guys see that we're so dedicated. Also, thank you for all the viewers who are watching this. Please don't forget to give us a follow and check us out if you're interested, if you like the vision. Join us. We need you, a natural community, not some giveaway followers who come to win something. We really want the natural good people, and that's a long-term way, a long-term journey. And just join us, join Telegram, Discord, and hope we can be back with you guys soon for more updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.